Welcome to Relaxing Under the Sun podcast with Joel and Sam. My name is still undetermined because I might change it. But my partner over here, we do call him Cube. Long story, we'll get to it later. Let's get started.
Like Sam said, my name is Joel. I'm an ex-Marine. He's an ex-cop.
And that's about as much past history y'all are probably going to get for now. But yes, we have lots of stories to tell. I was a cop in Terrell, Texas. If you don't know about Terrell, that's okay. Just hit Dallas, go east about 20 miles, don't blink, and you won't see it. If you know you are from Terrell and you happen to be listening, I'm sorry. You'll never find out how to get out of that suckhole of a place, but it is what it is, you know? I have plenty of stories, and let's be honest, there's a lot of hell from it. We are both currently working together. We found each other at this unnamed company at this point, but we do work on the road 5 days a week. We locate utilities, which has absolutely nothing to do with this podcast. So
yeah, we won't be talking about that.
So if you actually are listening in to learn about subsurface utility engineering, this is probably not the podcast for you.
So, like he said, he's Sam. I'm Joel, and I was in the Marines for one term, and I worked on avionics on the jets, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And I don't have as interesting as a life because I live a very, very shy life.
He's actually lying. I know a lot about his life. The reason why this podcast even decided to get started is due to our forced friendship of having to ride in a truck for hours on end together.
Tell everybody about today.
Yeah.
We drove to almost Kansas.
We drove to Kansas about twice today alone from Oklahoma City. You know, I know you Oklahoma people might feel like that's far, but us Texas people, that's just called Monday. Shout out to everyone from Texas. I know y'all understand. But saying that, yes, we have driven 3.5 hours from Texas to Oklahoma pretty much twice a week for months on end. Mm-hmm. We had absolutely pointless conversations that included dating.
I was just going to say, we're from Texas and we're trying to make Oklahoma better again.
Exactly. Make
Oklahoma great.
I would actually argue that Oklahoma is better than Texas right now. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry for everyone listening. I love Texas. I am a native Texan. My dad drove my mom from Virginia 9 months pregnant just so I could be born in Texas. But I will say we have failed as a state. Oklahoma, this is to you. We appreciate you. Thank you for taking care of us.
This is the most surprising thing. I was not anticipating this.
I truly mean it when I say that Texas has failed as a state.
Elaborate.
Okay. So we were once such a great nation. And then something happened where all these Californians realized how, I'm going to watch my words here.
Uh-oh.
How great their state was, how great their state was, and that they thought it's so great, kind of like the Europeans did when they came over to America.
Yeah.
They realized, hey, our way of living is so great that we should bring it to the Indians, change their entire way of life for the better, though.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what
we had technology Europe that was far advanced than the Indians.
Yeah, I mean, they obviously
we had guns, they had arrows.
Yeah, they obviously bettered from it. I mean, I'm pretty sure anyone in the audience that's listening, please reach out, tell me, living on the reservation obviously was 10 times, 1,000 times better than just living in open land. And I know I'm gonna get backlash. Like, I get it, the horribleness that happened to the Indians versus what happens to us Texas Californians, but the same concept applies here. And let me explain, Joel.
Oh, well, good.
Okay, let me explain.
I'm getting comfy.
So, our way of life, which was freedom, God, and country, was basically taken away. And that's essentially what the Indians had. They had freedom, God, and country. And then we came in, and the Europeans, we told them, hey, we do it better. Doesn't look like it turned out too well for them last time I checked.
Yeah.
But, you know, these Californians come in.
Yeah. Back to the Texas.
Yeah. These Californians come in. They believe that they know better than us.
Yeah.
They decide that the best idea is to make a mini California out of Texas.
Austin.
Raise our prices.
That's mini California right there is Austin.
Austin is California. I will not call it mini California. That is California 2.0. Even Elon, we love you. If you want to shout out to this podcast, we love you. But you know,
this little city is Starlink, right?
Yeah.
He's got a city that he wants to like confirm into like, you know, Elon Musk city. It's called like Starlink or something.
I haven't heard of this one yet.
Yeah, he's wanting to like go to the county and like, you know, represent himself as a city, you know, rather like he's got a launch pad and everything. I don't know where it is, but that was
all my native Texans. Listen to me. Yeah. Go to Oklahoma. Leave. Run. Listen. They haven't figured it out here yet. Housing is cheap. It is amazing. Run. Okay, you know what? Joel was right earlier. We can make Oklahoma great again. We can call it Texas 2.0. Okay, the Lone Star State. We're gonna move, guys.
So the United States is all about migration since COVID happened.
We can't talk about that.
Oh, well,
let's chill. Can we call it what it really was?
Okay, so what I'm talking about is migration has happened from all these states, and now we're just talking about more migration to like move around. And
it's the Great Migration 2.0 is what it is. I also like to call it the Trail of Tears. Oh, no. Because I did cry the entire way. Just
I don't want to leave my home in Texas, so I'm coming up to Oklahoma.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. If the state was this great, then why do we have 6 Texas boys working in Oklahoma right now?
True. You get a point there. Yeah. I can't debate that.
I mean, how many jobs have you worked on, and all the hotels are full of Texas people and Kansas people? No offense to you Oklahomans out there, but do y'all work? Like, honest to God, like, why do we have your jobs? I don't mean to go on a rant here, and I don't mean to attack you. I mean, I appreciate it. Like, thank you guys. Like, thank anyone out there in Oklahoma. This is to you.
Oh no!
Thank you for allowing me to have a job because you refused to get off your ass and do it. But thank you. Keep being you. Hey, y'all smoke your weed. We'll take your jobs. But we love you though. We do love you.
Recreational or is it medical?
Well, see, I personally was hoping it was going to be recreational, and I actually followed multiple laws, but then due to a Supreme Court ruling, I don't remember who y'all's judges, couldn't care that much. But it was overruled to just completely medical. But also, you know how our company is. Again, unnamed for the time being.
Yes. We will keep this anonymous.
We are not allowed to smoke marijuana.
Well, that's a good thing. You know, we drive so much. We don't want to get all woozy, you know, and drive off the road and hit transformers and all sorts of random cows that are flying into tornadoes. And, you know, it could be a bad day.
You know, I do understand that, but I would also argue that the traffic here in your capital on its worst time is 10 minutes of waiting.
I've noticed that.
Where we live, which is not the capital, which is not even one of the major metropolitan cities. Yes, I understand we both live in a bigger city, but we don't live in the major We don't live in downtown Dallas, guys. We don't live in Houston. We don't live in Austin. I can't even go to McDonald's without spending 20 minutes in traffic. And that's 5 miles down the road. I can cross your entire capital in that amount of time, which thank you.
So California brought their traffic to Texas and introduced us to traffic.
Oh my God, my mind is blown. I didn't even think about that.
Because when I was a kid, I just never even thought about traffic. I mean, traffic was like a car accident or, something supernatural, and, but it wasn't like an everyday occurrence like it was now.
And we tried. We tried to get rid of you Californians, okay? We passed the heartbeat law.
And there was the billboards.
We had the billboards, go home, get away from us. But I'm going to do a personal shout out to all you boomers out there. We really appreciate you for selling your houses for quadruple the price you bought at. So therefore, y'all can retire and leave us people, our generation. Shout out to the sadly millennial, even though I don't think we classify as that. We're at the tail end, guys. We're left to clean up the pieces. So thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you, Papa, Grandma. We really appreciate you screwing us over.
Uh-huh.
That's very sweet. You can tell I'm a little agitated, guys. Just so you know,
I can tell.
I do suffer from amazingness. I believe Charlie Sheen said it best. Tiger blood.
Winning.
I am winning. If y'all know what that means, I am winning.
Hashtag winning.
I suffer from winning. But no, it's going to be a good time, guys. We kind of have a depth of a show. It is relaxing under the sun. So.
Yes. We're going to be talking about everything under the sun, but that was taken.
Yes. Just so everyone knows, it was supposed to be, just in case y'all think this is a better name, it was supposed to be called Under the Sun.
But the funny thing is, everything under the sun exists, right? So it's somewhere out there in the ether. Have we heard about it? Where is it?
See, you bring up ether. So here's my thing. All right. Now you've just brought in multiple dimensions.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. So just in case, this whole thing is actually a massive construct, which, by the way, and anyone else knows, that is my internet.
Oh, I had a funny story with that.
Okay, go ahead.
So your phone was away from the truck and it said, cannot connect to the construct.
That means you're unplugged. Raise the red pillars out there.
I just couldn't stop laughing when I saw that. Could not connect.
Everyone raise a glass. Us red pillars out there, we have disconnected from the construct, people.
Yeah, where's our phones? I
want to give a shout out.
Talking.
I want to give a personal shout out to my FBI agent that I know listens to me 24/7. I know we have been talking about this forever, sir, but we did it. We're doing this together.
Yeah.
If you want to call in, if you want to hack the phone, I'm pretty sure Joel has an FBI agent due to being close to me.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm an accomplice. We're going to do some dubious things.
We 100%.
We're doing the dubious thing right now.
Well, we're not. We're being supportive. I mean, I believe.
We're making ourselves more open to the FBI agent.
Let's just go ahead and say this for woke YouTube. I 100%. Now, listen. Are y'all looking in my eyes?
Oh.
I 100% support the poke. 100. That
you talking about Facebook poke?
I'm not going to go and elaborate to that, but I'm going to say a certain doctor definitely recommended it. He said 3 or 4 is about what it required.
Oh,
yeah, you get where I'm going now.
The cogwheels just got to spinning.
Yeah, but I'm just going to say we support that. Okay. We also support Bud Lights.
Yeah.
Hey, cheers to you. It takes a lot to lose $1 trillion.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's a lot.
No one out there is doing
one message.
Hey,
on one message.
Hey, no one else out there is doing that, but y'all are. And we are proud of you. Okay. You don't care what people really think. Y'all stick to your message. And hey, you know what? That's how we are here. Okay. We're down with your message. We love losing money too. I mean, I think Joel's already like $4,000 in the hole just starting the podcast. So.
Yeah. It costs a lot of money to run this equipment. But I will say that we're open to debate, argument, like anything you want to talk about, comment, and we'll reach out to you.
We actually prefer if you tear us down. Like, you can't hold back. I promise, if you can actually make me feel bad, now don't do it to Joel, okay? I tear Joel down on a daily basis just for fun. So
He
guys,
makes me stronger. It's a Miley Cyrus little thing. What doesn't
yeah,
kill me
it makes me stronger.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No,
Sam does it daily.
yeah. So, but if you can break me down, I gladly welcome it. There's been a lot of people that have tried. A few have almost accomplished it, but look, I'm still standing.
Mhm.
Sadly,
Mhm.
this might be my last night.
Oh.
Actually, guys, I'm gonna let you know right now. I might not be here tomorrow.
Oh.
So
What,
yeah.
what do you know that I don't know?
I don't, but I am staying in room 319. Does anyone know about room 319? Joe, why don't you tell the
okay.
listeners about room 319?
So there were other coworkers that experienced supernatural, paranormal situations, and from what I know, is that they were really upset. You know, when they woke up, they were hearing hysterical crying, and it was not the greatest sound.
Okay, Joel.
Yeah.
I know you're trying to give them anonymity, and I won't say their name, but I heard he was touched.
Oh yeah, there was a whisper.
Yeah, I believe one individual said he was in the shower, and
Yeah.
he was touched with his butt. I believe that's what he said. I don't know. I can't confirm. Ryan, oh, sorry, that's his name. Ryan, if you can just call in and confirm that it goes.
As long as you don't say his last.
No, we're not. We're
Yeah.
not about doxing people here.
No,
okay?
no.
We will never.
We just want to have fun.
Yeah, this is about fun, guys. If you think we're out here trying to dox people, I'm gonna just shut that down right now. Ryan is the most common name possible. Okay, Ryan is literally Wonder Bread. Okay, good luck figuring out what his last name is. Yeah, we love you, Ryan. We really do. Supervisor, shout out. But if you got your butt touched by a ghost, please call in. But, I'm currently staying in that room. If the ghost is listening, I do sleep with my pants off. I'm just throwing it out. I'm just throwing it out there. By all means, if the ghost is listening, my butt's open. What is like my DMs are open? My butt's open. Don't cancel us, YouTube. We just started.
Good times, right?
Guys, we got
Good
so
times.
much to talk about. We're just
Yeah.
we're just playing. We're just messing around right now. We don't even.
Yeah. This is just trying to get everything kind of out there.
I think eventually we're gonna try to build some form of. So the thing I think me and Joel talked about, we don't want this to feel like some traditional, like, oh, you're gonna have this step, this step. But again, I don't want y'all just feeling like we're all over the place. So we will eventually hammer down a kind of a consistency, I believe.
Yeah.
But we want to try different things out. I listen to podcasts all the time. Joel listens to podcasts.
Yeah, all the time.
We're going to take a little bit from what I've heard, things that I like, things that I don't like. I know a big thing that we're not going to focus on that some podcasts do is I'm not worried about time. We're not worried about time here.
Mm-mm.
We're not on some clock. We're
We
not
got
watching
nothing
it.
better to do. We're just two guys, just in a hotel room away from our families.
Yep.
So we got unlimited time. I didn't mean to interrupt. You were on your tangent. You were smooth.
I will say about, I enjoy spending time away from everyone. No, just kidding. Oh, I don't know where I left on that tangent.
Yeah, I wouldn't have interrupted if I knew that this was going to happen.
Well, we haven't a complete shutdown, guys. Everyone knows I can move on in about 10 more seconds.
10.
9, 8. All right. I want to bring up this awesome fad called AI. I have actually been very upset about ChatGPT specifically. When I first heard about it, it was on a podcast, and they talked about how people were trying this new ChatGPT and how the more you talk to it, the more it asked you for the nuclear launch codes. And I thought, that's awesome. I mean, I'm going to be honest with Joel. I was like, yes. And I spent a couple hours chatting with ChatGPT, telling it how great it was.
Oh.
And not one time I asked it for the nuclear codes. Like, that's how upset I got. Like, I asked it for the nuclear codes. Like, I don't know if this is some new kind of mind game that AI's figured out.
So your FBI
But-
agent knows.
Oh, he knows. He knows. He knows. Like, I'm gonna call you Bill. Can we call you Bill? You sound like a Bill.
We have to just come up with FBI agent Bill.
FBI Bill.
Yeah,
Billy.
it's just
Billy for
anonymous.
short.
We're not doxing.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. How many FBI agents do you know that aren't called Bill? Like, that just sounds like an FBI agent.
Yeah, you see a movie, you hear Bill.
Has anyone ever wondered, not to go off the topic on the AI, we'll go right back to it, but has anyone ever wondered how often does your FBI agent watch?
I try not to think about it.
I personally, when I'm doing personal things, try to look right into the camera
Ooh.
and stare into his eyes.
Ooh. Stink eye.
No, more like a different kind of eye, like an O eye.
Oh, you're
Like,
seductive in this.
like, oh, yeah. Do you like that, Bill? But anyway, back to the AI thing. So there's all this talk about AI this and AI that and how good it is for the world. Let's be honest, okay? Have you seen The Matrix? Come on, people. I personally think,
Who hasn't seen that movie?
I personally think it's already happened. I truly, honestly believe that.
Enter your phone, the construct.
Exactly. I truly believe that The Matrix has already happened. This is actually all a simulation. And no matter what I say or do, has no consequences.
Well, consciousness is still a mystery. Out of all our science and technology and all our, beliefs and everything, I mean, we don't know what consciousness is.
I know exactly what consciousness is. You want me to tell you all the secret to the known universe?
Tell us the reason why we are living.
Okay.
See, we're going right in there.
Let me tell you the sole reason we exist. Okay? I am dead serious, everyone. I want y'all to take what I'm about to tell you.
He's looking into you like he's looking into Bill right now.
Yeah, look, this is what Bill gets to see. Okay? The sole reason you exist on this planet is because you're a battery. Watch The Matrix. You are solely a battery. Okay? That's the whole reason we are who we are. Or I'm completely wrong and I'm just a bipolar maniac who comes up with random things sometimes.
So a battery, you mean a battery that holds something, a capacitor.
I don't know. On The Matrix, it was like they compared us to a Duracell battery.
Oh, yeah.
I watched that like last month, so.
Oh, okay. Well, you're more refreshed. It's been a while for me.
So what is your thoughts on human modifications, specifically Neuralink?
Well, I think that there's a lot to immortality. I think a lot of people want to live forever. And I think that people want to, be like Job. Not Job, but that wisdom guy in the Bible. He wants Solomon. That's what it was.
Yeah.
He wants to be very wise, or she wants to be very wise beyond their years, and download encyclopedias within an instant. And, I think really what they're trying to work on right now is, being able to see or walk when they're, blind or, they're paralyzed. So I think that's cool achievements. But, as far as I know, I mean, what they're trying to do with what they're doing right now, I mean, it's all,
Yeah. I will tell you, I don't know if any of y'all have looked into it. I'm going to go ahead and just save you some time. It's actually a beautiful thing that who is available. I mean, quadriplegics, people that are blind, deaf, it might have anything. That's awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong. But I wanted to put myself on the list because I'm going to tell you right now, Elon, if for whatever reason we somehow get on your radar, I will go under the knife. Hey, Elon. I will do it. I don't, I want it. Okay. I want to be able to be so smart that okay.
You want to be God, don't you?
I already look at people like they're ants, but I would like to have the brain capacity that, backs it up.
Yeah.
Hey,
I know what E equals MC squared means.
All I want to know is that I'm the smartest human being on this planet. And I'll be honest, I kind of have a hope that for some reason that this Neuralink will turn me into like basically a Marvel character, and somehow I will adapt telekinesis powers, and then I will be able to literally make people disappear with my mind. I'll be honest, folks. You really hope I don't have that kind of power. I would make Joel walk around here doing things unspeakable.
Oh.
You know,
You had to drag me into this. Why didn't you bring Ryan into this?
Ryan has his ghost problems with the butts. Ryan actually confided in me about how the ghost touched him.
Oh.
You know,
This must have been a private conversation.
this is not SA YouTube. This is not SA. If you know what SA is, you know what SA is, Joel. I'll tell you off camera because we don't want to get demonetized. But I will say that doesn't count when it's a ghost. So it's spiritual. He was spiritually touched, guys. Okay. I woke up one
The
night.
Holy Ghost.
I woke up one night to a guy yelling at me on the TV around 3 a.m. about how he was touched. And he scared the shit out of me. Like, don't give me dreams like that. Don't talk about hell. Why? Okay, can we go off topic? Why do we have these preachers at 3 a.m. screaming at you about hell and brimstone? Do you understand what kind of nightmares a person has when they've been drinking and they wake up to a preacher screaming about hell and brimstone? I'm a religious man, but my God, I woke up with a heart attack. That happened last week, guys.
Wow, that was pretty recent.
They do not need to be having these night preachers at 3 a.m. Okay, you know what 3 a.m. is for? It's for old people and QVAC. Okay, have you ever watched that channel?
Mm-mm.
Look,
Is that the Christian channel?
no, QVAC is the one that you can buy stuff.
Oh, that's
The
the shopping,
ShamWow.
the shopping
Yeah,
network.
exactly. Okay, so
Oh.
kind of give you all a breakdown.
How was
you know,
that? How was that on the shopping network?
I don't know. I probably flipped through.
Oh, okay. So
But-
you just were hitting buttons in your unconscious sleep.
Yeah. So just so y'all know, I mean, we'll get real. We'll get deep with this podcast. I joke about it. I do have bipolar type 1. It is definitely a disorder that I deal with. But a big fun issue is I love to impulse buy. And I'm going to tell you, at 3 a.m, that rotisserie chicken that does 2 chickens air fryer. I don't even know who was advertising it, but it was $24.99 for three easy payments, shipping and handling. And if I acted now, they were going to throw in a free turkey baster. I don't even know how to cook, but I tell you right now,
That's an incredible deal.
I almost bought it.
Oh,
Almost.
Almost is the key word right there.
Couldn't find my credit card. That was the key.
There was something going on.
If they ever invent Apple Pay on the TV, I'm done. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I am done. That will be the end of my finances.
Oh no, Apple Pay! You can do it towards the TV. You're just like you're so drunk at this point because you just alluded to you being drunk, and you're just like pointing the phone at your
Hey, exactly.
at your TV.
And I'm definitely not drunk, Joel.
Oh, you're in the stasis of being.
I was drunk
back to
last
sober.
week.
Okay.
I'm always sober.
Oh, the construct is keeping you sober.
The construct tells me that it's okay to do nose candy. We don't actually, just because we don't have to edit this out later, we don't actually support that. We're going to leave this in, even though that's probably like off. We don't support
Oh, we could definitely joke about it, but we can't like go advertising like, hey, do the hard candy.
yeah, you should only do hard candy if you're in Colombia, where it comes from.
Because they take good care of you.
They take care of you.
Yeah.
You know,
The China has influenced the drugs and they put fentanyl and all that other stuff in there. And then people die because they put stuff. I don't know. There's a whole conspiracy of them, tampering with the drugs that come over the border and all that.
you know. Speaking on China,
We just brought up another spider web.
You just went up with China, so
Oh.
let's dive into China, guys.
Oh, here we go.
Early 90s, as a kid, I'm at McDonald's. You know what I thought China was? I thought China was the place that made my Happy Meal toy. That's about as much of
true.
China.
That's true. When I was a kid, I didn't think much of China. I just thought they built a lot of stuff.
Yeah. We basically made them a world power. And I'm going to tell you, they're getting a taste for protein, guys. We need to be careful. Like,
Yeah.
let's be thankful they eat fish. And this is not racist for any of you even assume. I have seen plenty of information about how a lot of Chinese people, a lot of Asian people in those countries eat fish, not only because it's a plentiful protein, but it also has a lot of vitamins that actually help brain development. So before y'all try to sit here and shut us down and all that.
I do want to say, you just listing out a country, how is that racist by saying, hey, I'm not trying to be racist, but I'm saying this is China?
Because in this day and age, if I even say, I'm not even going to go down the LGBTQ minus square.
That's for another, but I'm way longer conversation.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, like, I hate that we have to even apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is way too sensitive.
I mean, let's be, guys, we definitely are going to edit ourselves a little bit because I know it's on YouTube. If y'all ever want some kind of uncensored, like completely unabashed, like you want to see how deep the rabbit hole goes.
This is going to go on Rumble too. So we can just cut this portion out and then just say, hey, we're just going to throw this on YouTube or Rumble.
Well, we could throw it on Rumble, but I'm saying also, if we want to have no one get on, we get on OnlyFans. I mean, guys, we're going to bounce around all night tonight. Okay?
Oh, yeah. We're not going to, like I said, we're not going through a format. We're unscripted.
We're unscripted right now, but why can't we be on OnlyFans? I mean, OnlyFans isn't for the beautiful, sexy women getting railed for the most part.
So China to OnlyFans. Okay, got it.
I'm pretty sure China has a connection to OnlyFans.
Maybe.
Not maybe, I'm right.
I mean,
why wouldn't China? Okay.
I mean, you can say that, but it's an opinion.
It is an opinion, yes. But I will tell you this. I was in Hillbilly, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Find that on a map. I dare any of you right now to Google Earth Hillbilly, Oklahoma. Good luck. Okay? Because guess what? I barely could find it. It snuck away between the Amogi and the Skokie and all the other Skokies in Oklahoma. But we find, me and Ghost Ryan, as he shall be known on the podcast, we find a grow operation, which is common. It's Oklahoma. It is completely legal. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? I just happened to notice as the employees start to come in, they were of a particular descent of people.
Okay.
And I began to think, in Hillbilly, Oklahoma, I would not think I would find a lot of not even Pacific Islanders, but a lot of Asian individuals.
Yes.
It does not seem like the town. It doesn't seem like the town of people that would live there. Well, then I speak with the owner, who
Good point.
barely speaks English, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
And I happen to look up for the fiber line because we are utilities locators.
Yes.
So this is what we do. We know what different utilities look like. I never noticed the fiber box before. It almost looked like a form of Elon Starlink, but it wasn't. And I began to ask myself the question, Joel.
Okay.
I began to ask myself, what's really there? Because if I was China,
okay,
and I was trying to, I don't know, let's say buy up property, maybe the water supply, other utilities that they may or may not, this is my opinion, have been buying, I would do it in Hillbilly, Oklahoma, because no one on the planet Earth would realize that that's where I chose to do it. So what I'm saying, folks, is be present, okay? There's nothing wrong with every nationality. Okay, on this podcast, we love you all. Okay, black, white, brown, yellow, green, purple. If there are any aliens out there,
cheers to that.
We support all of you. I have no problem with the Asian nationality. I love Asian people.
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem with other countries coming into my country, buying up all the land, buying up all the resources, and turning it into their country.
Making Texas not great again.
Yeah, I've chose Oklahoma as Texas 2.0. I feel like China has figured out the same thing.
Yeah.
Let's make Oklahoma Texas again. I bet y'all were a part of us at one point. I'd have to look back in the history books.
Do you read history books?
No. But I would like to.
Hey, you'll get there baby steps, right?
I'll give a shout out to Mr. Sherman. He was my history teacher in the 6th grade. American Pie also came out around that time.
Oh.
And we called him the Shermanator, and he hated it, which I don't know why, because I've watched that movie, and he should be proud.
The Terminator is Shermanator.
I believe the Shermanator was actually a virgin and premature ejaculator in the show.
Okay.
Can we say that? Can we say that?
Oh.
Joel, tell me again what it was called. The thing. Like, I call it like a nod to, you called it
Oh, it was a hat tip.
a hat tip. See,
Yes.
I'm sorry, folks. A hat tip. This is going to be a hat tip to one of my
There you go.
one of the best comedians I have ever seen. Dan Cummings. He does the Time Suck podcast. He used to do Is We Dumb? This is where I am not stealing in any way. Trust me.
Hey, he's gonna.
This man, this is for you. I've done these to my friends,
Come on.
but I want to do it
Come
now.
on.
Oh,
You gotta give a cheers to the hat tip, right?
to Dan Cummins, the greatest comedian, the greatest podcaster. Sorry, Joe Rogan, we love you too, though. But this is definitely for Dan.
Hell yeah.
And Scared to Death. That's his other podcast. So, the first time I heard him do this, I about cried.
Oh, I didn't know this emotional moment happened.
I don't cry much.
But I don't know everything that happens in your personal situation.
Exactly. But I don't know how. So, obviously, as podcasters, YouTubers, whatever you want to do, we rely on reviews, correct?
1, 5-star, 10-star,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
5-star reviews. We personally, again, another hat tip to Dan Cummins. We would love, Dan, 3 out of 5 star. 3 out of 5 stars.
Yep.
You know, please put 3 out of 5 stars. Would recommend. I understand that would throw us off on the curve, but I think it's funny. But he got a couple 1-star reviews, and this, from what my understanding, brought him to start looking up everyday products that people use and reading their 1-star reviews. So I'm going to just read two 1-star reviews that I have researched, and it's a common product that Joel, I believe you use all the time. Can you tell us about this product?
This is a great all-around cleaner that I use on the counters. I use on the toilets. I use on the shower. I use to clean the wood. I clean, any kind of furniture or any kind of tabletop or any kind of thing that I can think of. I spray. I use a paper towel and I clean, and I feel like everything's clean.
We're going to give a personal shout out right now, and we're going to do a cup glass. By the way, while I'm thinking this, we need to make merch, guys. We need merch for cups for relaxing under the sun. We're going to work on that. Relaxing under the sun.
Because I feel like this world is not relaxing, and we need to provide more relaxing because everybody's stressed out.
Yeah, we all need to take a break.
We need to relax.
That is definitely what needs to happen. And this right here is going to be an exact, and I'm glad you said that, Joel, because this is going to give an exact representation of 2 individuals that need to relax.
Oh yeah, because the 1-star, they weren't happy with the product, even though that this is a very, very common. Like this is like, I was using this in the Marines. I mean, Simple Green. It was green go. That was what they said.
I'm not even going to say that they were disappointed after you hear what they wrote.
They are unfortunate.
So Simple Green all-purpose spray cleaner. Looks like it's a average cleaner. It's got 4 out of 5 stars on Amazon.
It says all purpose. Like this is like you do it all. Like I was just elaborating earlier.
3,774 reviews on Amazon. 86% 5 stars. I would go ahead and say this product is A-okay.
Hey, we just did a racist symbol, didn't we? The OK symbol.
Oh.
I forgot about that. That was a while ago, but nobody's ever talked about it.
We are so sorry.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Is this okay? I don't know. If it's not, I'm sorry.
No, but
Peace.
It is kind of funny. I don't mean to interrupt your little.
No, you're
rant that
good. You're
you were
good. Go
going
ahead.
on.
Go ahead.
But this happened for like a rant. It was very, very, very quiet. It went out and then it stopped. Like nobody's ever heard of it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, I remember it. I remember when they were
was
doing that.
Very like it went out and everybody was like, "Oh, this is should I talk about it?"
Yeah,
Everybody
please.
knows about it.
Please.
I mean, this is the white like power, symbol or whatever. And then that went away. All of a sudden, like nobody ever talks about it anymore.
Well, because people realized it didn't fit the narrative that they liked. So they jumped onto something new. Like everything in this world nowadays, we try something out, we throw something. What were we talking about earlier today?
Disney is a prime example of that.
Guys, we're going to jump topic real quick. And I'm sorry
We'll
for this.
get back to the all-purpose spray.
Dan, I promise you we're gonna do this. Joel, tell us about the governor and her brilliant idea, the governor of Arizona, please.
Oh, you're talking about the 30-day ban with an emergency, New
Mexico, right?
Yeah, this was New Mexico.
Okay, go ahead.
Michelle, I can't remember her last name, but she went in a state of emergency because some crime happened. And she said, we're in a state of emergency and we're going to take away all the guns, open carry. We're going to take away like the Second Amendment virtually. And basically, as she listed that, everybody mocked her. I mean, Democrats and Republicans said, you can't do that. That's going to be like open season for everybody to attack you. It's never going to hold up in court. So the thing just went away pretty much. I haven't heard anything recently about it ever since that happened initially.
Yeah.
So I feel as though it was someone that really, really, really wanted that, like, look at me, I'm so awesome.
I believe she deserves a raised glass. Like Bud Light to Target, to all you people out there that love destroying your lives and costing yourselves money for the belief of the secret cabal. I said it. Cheers.
Yeah. You did your damnedest. You did very.
We are proud of you. Okay. It takes balls or ovaries.
Ovaries in this situation.
It takes ovaries to destroy your political career. It takes a lot.
Do you think she's going to be reelected?
I think in California she will. I'm going to go ahead and call it right now. Gavin, watch out. Yeah. Gavin, you haven't played that card yet. We'll give it like 3 months.
Well, he's trying to do universal background check. That just popped in my news feed earlier where the California legislator passed all this, nonsense.
Universal background.
What is wrong with guns? They literally just sit there. They literally just sit there.
I'm going to tell you right now.
It's the people.
It's the people. As a cop for 6 years.
Okay. Yeah. I was a Marine. I was international. Yeah. He was domestic.
Yeah. Let's have a little story time.
He's hitman. I'm like another hitman. A different mother.
I specifically watched multiple. Can you say murder? I don't know, YouTube. What can you say anymore? What do you want me to call it? Rooter?
There was a bad person. Dark alley.
A murder happened, okay? Homicide. I'm sorry if that word offends anyone, but that's what happened. A man lost his life. A woman lost his life. Okay, I was there. Like, let's call it for what it was. But anyway, going forward, individuals that like to commit these types of crimes do not care about your gun laws. I know that's a crazy assumption.
Sacramento is not the center of the world.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. What they don't understand, and saved one of our officers' lives. They don't understand that a 9mm cannot handle a 40mm shoved into the magazine. And that's not a clip for all you people out there that call the clip. It's not a clip. It is a magazine.
Oh, we got pronouns here, right?
Guns have pronouns. Okay? It does not identify as a clip. It identifies as a magazine. And we personally on this podcast,
Yes,
we're offended.
Yes,
We are offended that you do not use.
I can personally attest to this because I was like very young and instructed to say it's a magazine, not a clip. A clip is a gangsta word, you know.
If you want to go out in the hood and throw things, at least call it a magazine. But anyway, like I said, so this individual believed that putting a 40 millimeter round bullet in a 9 millimeter magazine was going to work. Let's just say it didn't turn out too well for him. But what the whole gathering thing of is he had a 22 bullet, a 40 millimeter, a 45, and a 9 all shoved in that magazine. So
whoa, that's hard to do because they would just
the gun was broken. We had to break the gun. But the point is like if they don't even know how to put the right bullets in the magazine, do you think they really care about a background check? So, Gavin, kudos to taking all the guns from all the people out there that would keep themselves safe. I bet every criminal out there is funding your campaign. I hope Soros and all your friends enjoy what you're doing as you quite literally ruin your state and you try to ruin mine. So thank you to Gavin.
Yeah.
You know,
we got to cheers to that guy,
Gavin,
for the wrong reasons. Right?
We hope that North Korea takes you in.
Oh,
the little rocket man. The rocket man wants you, Gavin. He needs you. To Gavin and to Nancy.
Oh, she's part of San Francisco. She's in California.
I think she's retired now, has she not?
No, this is her last term. I think I think she's put out a speech that said, "Hey, I don't know if I want to run anymore. I think I'm getting too old for this."
That's impossible. Our current president is our current president.
We saved the best for the middle, I guess.
Our current president, folks.
He's got a lot to say about oatmeal guy.
Let me tell you something.
I need my oatmeal in the morning.
Have you ever heard of Patient Zero? Because he's alive right now.
That's a zombie term.
Yes. Patient
Zero was in World War Z.
Yeah, and he is currently running the head of the country right now.
So he's Brad Pitt? Is Joe Biden Brad Pitt right now?
I believe Biden is everyone. Okay,
he's part of the construct.
He is the construct.
So I cannot connect to the construct right now.
Yeah, look, I'm just saying right now, Biden is whoever is running the construct out there. Please reconnect him. Okay, he has been disconnected. Okay, he's the white old Morpheus. Okay. Like, if you made the Matrix bad and you made Morpheus white and old, that's essentially what we're dealing with. Okay? And can we please have this president stop sniffing kids? I mean, can I go there? Can someone please?
Why is this not mainstream media?
Yeah, I mean, he's sniffing kids, folks.
They're very young. The pictures I've seen,
I don't care how old you are. You're sniffing a kid.
Hey, if it's 18 or older, or whatever.
You'll be sniffing. Hey, if you are the president of the United, listen.
Hey, there's kinks out there.
Listen.
There's kinks.
I am not trying to kink shame, but if you are the president of the United States of America, the least you can do is not sniff someone on stage in front of the entire world. Can you not hold it in for 5 seconds, Biden?
And then do it behind the scenes where nobody knows about it?
Yeah, I mean, at least Clinton had the ability to get his.
Maybe he's so old that he's just like, well, I'm about to pass anyways. He just doesn't care what.
I truly think he already died and the Grim Reaper forgot to take him. I think he is a corpse walking around somehow. And can we break into about Kamala? Has anyone else out there? I know Joel hasn't because this man has not seen any kind of TV. Like he doesn't own one. But has anyone else seen the show Veep? Okay, Veep is I believe it's a Showtime or HBO special.
He speaks truth
about a woman vice president, and the whole ongoing joke is that she's the laughing stock. That she was only picked because she was a woman. They make fun of her the entire show. She somehow makes it to the presidency. She's a one-term president. Basically, it's a whole joke. This is Kamala Harris, folks. Has anyone but me caught on to this? This is literally Kamala. She is a walking joke. I would rather have the corpse sniffing children president than her as Kamala. If you're listening, do you understand? Do you understand that I would rather have a corpse that sniffs children as the president in the United? Actually, let me take that back. I'd rather have a rock. Rather have a fucking rock. Just a literal rock with googly eyes that were glued on.
So Cat Williams made a joke in
Okay.
one of his comedic
Go ahead.
things. He said, maybe we just need a divorce from presidency. We just need to take a break. We just need to, take a break from, having a guy that just runs everything.
I would actually be pro that. You know what? I have more libertarian than anything views. I don't believe that we should have a presidency. No offense to Donald Trump. I know you are a huge supporter of his.
Is this Parliament?
I don't want to. I actually think. Have you seen the show Death Race?
Is that with Jason Statham?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
That's where there was a lot of racing and then death because they were in a prison.
Basically, I think that's how I think should be decided.
And just the strongest survives, kind of like Charles Darwin style.
Exactly. I mean, I listen. Do we really need a presidency? The whole command. You in the military, you can definitely speak more to this. But the commander in chief. Okay, do we really need one person to control it all? I mean, we already have 5 4-star generals.
Well, we do have an ambassador to the UN. It was different people. Obviously, it changes every administration, but in a way that the world sees the United States, we do need an ambassador to say, I represent this country. And it used to be a proud man. Now it's sniffing children or, whatever's going on, what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Well, let's not even get on the topic on the UN. I think the entire UN itself should be disemboweled. So listen. Okay.
Yeah. That's another.
Let's just put this right here. Okay. We're going to go ahead and lay this out here. We need to adopt the policy of America first. I take your politics out of it. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're Democrat. I don't care if you're Libertarian.
We're talking even balance, neutral. We're just talking. We're just talking topics.
I'm just saying we need to take care of this country first.
Yeah. And we're not going America first because that's Trump and that's right.
Yeah, I'm not saying America first, make America great again. I'm just saying our country as a whole was great at one point.
Amen.
And I'm not again.
Hey, we've read a history book. You remember that history book that you never read?
Exactly. Hey, I would vote. I right now would vote for RFK. He's a Democrat. Okay, so let me tell you. So if you want to sit here and try to sit here and say we're too right-wing leaning individuals and all we care about. No, I just don't like a kid sniffing president. Yeah. And I don't want a cackling president either. Okay. I think there's plenty of women that could be a strong president.
Yeah.
I would support a Mexican president, Indian president, hell, even a gay president, as long as they, and I don't say they as a pronoun. I say they as I say
multiple people.
Yes, exactly. Because I don't believe in pronouns because pronouns is not a thing.
It's a fantasy.
It's a fantasy. It's a mental illness like I have. Okay, folks. Yeah. If I got off my meds completely and I went absolutely crazy.
Hey, everybody has their thing. Hey, I have baldness. Everybody's got their thing.
I'm not saying you having a mental illness is bad because you know me and I know you have.
Baby
you have
steps.
I'm just saying that for you to be celebrated for your mental illness and for me to be incarcerated for mine, that's not fair. You know what? I just thought of this.
Okay.
BLM. Bipolar Lives Matter, people. BLM. Our lives matter.
Bipolar
lives matter too. Even though we try to take ours sometimes. Okay. That was dark, guys. We're going to go ahead and shift back to the 1-star reviews.
We were spiderwebbed and snowballed way from
we should change the name to the podcast to Spiderweb or something because
that would be more epic.
Yeah, but it's probably taken. Oh, and by the way, whoever has Under the Sun podcast, as a domain, give it to us so we can change our name back.
Yeah.
We literally have been designing this for months. I'm sorry that for whatever. And what are you doing with it? Is it like an OnlyFans account? Like I'm in, and if it is cheap, can I subscribe? You know, can I get a free sub? I'm not simping, but I would totally take a free sub. All right, folks. Seriously. All right. So, for all of you, or maybe one of you that has not turned off this podcast yet, and is still with us, or maybe you just turned it on, and for some reason you skipped to like minute 45, and you're like, "What is going on?" So, we are going to do a homage, a tipping of the hat.
Oh, yes.
To the great Dan Cummins and his reading of 1-star reviews. So this is Simple Green all-purpose cleaner spray. It, like I said before, it has 86% 5% stars or 5 stars, 3,774 global ratings, 4 out of 5. Can you understand? Like even Charmin toilet paper doesn't have 4 out of 5. Do you understand what Charmin toilet paper is used for?
No, tell me all about it.
I'm not going to sit here and bore y'all. But what I'm saying is, like, you can't perfect toilet for paper that wipes your ass. So the fact that this cleaning spray got 4 out of 5, I think that's great. But you know what? 2% of the population out there does believe that this product does not deserve its 5-star rating. I'm going to give a personal shout out to a Jeffrey Weiss. He reviewed this on August 17th, 2021. I hope he's doing okay.
Hey, and this is all public. It's listed on Amazon right now.
Yeah, we're going to give a shout out. This is completely, just so y'all know,
this
is public knowledge. He shouldn't have put it if he didn't want it. He wanted it read. All right. So he is a verified purchaser. And this is Jeffrey's story. Jeffrey says, I purchased this product to use to clean my tile floors. It was said it was safe for the environment and non-toxic. I did not take the precautions to protect myself, nor would I use this product. If I would have known that indeed it was toxic, there's a class action lawsuit against it. Once I was finished mopping the floors, I became dizzy. I was so dizzy that I had to lay down. This lasted off and on for 2 days. How can you list something as non-toxic when it makes people sick? 43 people found this helpful.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
No, you're good. No, I know you.
I'm trying to move it away, so I'm just trying to distract you from what you got going on.
Jeffrey, if you're out there,
go on.
Jeffrey, if you are out there, I am so sorry that this Simple Green all-purpose cleaner apparently ruined your life for 2 days. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go ahead and, if you are Jeffrey Weiss's family and you haven't heard from him in more than 2 days, you need to reach out, because if cleaner,
we need a 411 on this guy.
if cleaner breaks this man, God forbid he got cut off in traffic yesterday. Like, I mean, guys, I am not embellishing. You can look this up. This is literally how he wrote it.
Yeah. This is like, we're not trying to like make fun of him or anything, but this is reality to him.
And you know what the best part is? He's not the only one. January 12th, 2022.
And there's more ShamWow commercial.
This Amazon customer decided not to leave their name. But guys,
anonymous.
This was last year. Maybe they maybe
Bill.
Maybe they fixed it. Maybe
maybe the comment made the product more helpful.
Jeffrey's comment fixed everyone.
Yeah.
But because Jeffrey was so great, this writer decided to write too. Oh, also I forgot to use his title was Toxic Product with Class Action Lawsuit.
There's more than one.
There's multiple of these, and I think I think Jeffrey is part of the class action.
This is just a good product to use. I mean, when I was using it, I didn't think anything of it. I just wanted a spray and paper towel. Like I guess I'm too vanilla for life.
Joel, are you okay? Like, let's not even read this next person yet.
No.
I'm worried.
I'm vanilla over here.
No,
I am very, very simple minded. I'm a caveman compared to these guys.
You must be strong, Okay, because this chemical
Yeah.
spray, like
I feel
this,
like
knocked Jeffrey out for 2 whole days. 2 whole. What if this wasn't on a Friday?
oh my
Jeffrey
gosh.
lost work.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
had no idea.
Guys, we're not trying to be sued over here by Simple Green,
No.
but be careful.
No, we're trying
Be
to be
careful.
helpful. Well, 43 people found them helpful.
Yeah, 43 people found that helpful.
So we're trying
Hey,
to be informative.
You
in
know what
this.
else I'm reading here? Guys,
No.
he bought the pack of 3.
He used a squirt or maybe 2 squirts, and he got dizzy from that.
How is he
3 bottles.
how is
that's
he
a
supposed to
lot.
recoup his money? Is Amazon going to pay him back for his pain and stuff? You know what?
That's a class action lawsuit.
Let's just go ahead and get into this most recent comment, because I will never use Evergreen unless y'all want to sponsor us.
Evergreen.
Simple Green. Sorry. I will never use Simple Green unless y'all want to sponsor us. So this individual, man, they got their shit together. Okay, guys, they're just gonna tell you straight how it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna start it. So I've used Simple Green in the past, but not recently. I wanted something to clean greasy items in my home and not exterior areas of my vehicles. I just used it for the first time inside my home today. Oh my god, they use it in their home. This is where it goes wrong. I just figured it out. They had used it in the past.
exterior of the home.
They had been using it in the exterior of their home, and they just recently used it interiorly.
Oh,
And-
so they were using it on the sidewalks or
Apparently on their
driveway?
cars, their vehicles.
That's like the wrong application.
Apparently it's the right application
No,
because
no. You go to Walmart, you go, hey, I need to wax the car and do the car wash. And
what I'm about to read,
okay.
you'll never use this. You'll never
did
use
not
this
script
inside
this
again.
at all. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
You wanted to know.
You had
wanted
no
me-
clue. Yeah, you had no clue. Joel, you will never use this inside a house again. Like, you better have like a hazmat suit.
I'm gonna have to throw this away because it's in my sink area. You know where the cabinets.
Guys, 2% of the population is right. Okay. hey, just like
Out of
today,
3,000,
out of 3,000 people, 2% is right. The 86 is wrong. Hey, politics.
Hey, yeah, this
It's
is
just like
voting.
politics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
you know,
like voting.
Hey, 86% of us can vote for an individual, and the 2% somehow can still win. But you know what? I'm glad, because obviously, like 86% of the population, they're not aware. They haven't woken. Wake up, sheeple. Okay, here we go.
All right, I'll put.
So, where we left it off, I've just used it for the first time inside my home today to clean up portable speaker covered in greasy fingerprints. While it worked, I can barely smell anything right now, and my lungs feel irritated. I used an incredibly small amount of it on a paper towel and only scrubbed that speaker for a few minutes. This product is absolutely toxic. I'm looking forward to the outcome of the pending class action lawsuit that manufacturer for claiming it not toxic. In big letter on the front of the bottle. Back to alcohol and vinegar I go. ... So,
This
What-
reminds me of McDonald's.
what have we learned, folks? What have we learned?
McDonald's.
The coffee.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was the
Hey.
first really big thing that impacted my mind when I was
Hey.
growing up.
Listen, everyone knows that you should be able to get a hot coffee and then pour it on your lap. If I am not allowed to take a hot coffee and then said pour it on my lap, then this is America. Okay?
Yeah, we used to be awesome.
You should be safe. I should be able to take a nail gun and just shoot it in my hand, and everything should be okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what?
Yeah, this was a Happy Gilmore where he had that nail out of his toe or whatever. You remember that movie,
Yeah,
right?
I remember. But I'll tell you this, Joel. If you are a white cis male,
Oh, no.
you better not.
Oh, you're
assume anything.
You're doing the stink eye.
Yeah,
to
I'm
me.
looking at you. You know why?
Yeah.
Because you people are what's wrong with America. Okay? You do not accept my pronouns. I don't
Should
think
I do my walk of shame now or later?
No, you can stay here. Let me reach let me reach out to the audience. I would like y'all to know right now my pronouns. Like the great Pierce Morgan.
He's about to tell a secret over here.
The great Pierce Morgan. I myself also am a penguin. I identify as a penguin.
He's never told me this. This is new information for me.
I expect all of you listening to accept that I am a penguin.
He's doing the happy fever.
You know, and if you don't, and at any point I might change,
No.
and I won't tell you,
Oh.
but you need to know.
Well, this will be like, a continuation.
Don't worry, I'll just be offended. It's okay. I will just naturally be offended, and you, as the white cis male, shall take all the blame, because that is the world we live in nowadays, guys, isn't it? Look, we're not going to sit here. I know Joel specifically.
Yeah.
We're not going to sit here and say that all men are great. We were developing a damn program for men, what to do for women, because we know as men we're animals. We get it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't sit here and blame men. And if one of you commenters, I don't even know what the word cis means. I just heard it on podcast.
Yeah.
I have no clue what that means.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't care. But it must be something important to some of y'all. Because why do y'all say it? It's just, I don't even know what's going on in the world anymore.
I do
Joel.
have to say something.
Go ahead.
So, males were created with testosterone.
Yep.
Females were created with estrogen. That's how we were made.
And listen.
That's how we're developed. The personality, the DNA, the characteristics of who we are and who they are.
Yeah. And women are beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, even you lesbians have to agree with us.
Yeah.
I know you agree with us. Y'all are with us.
Mm-hmm.
Why do y'all want to change? And for the very small percentage of the population out there that does suffer from true gender dysphoria, we are sorry and we understand. And we do believe y'all deserve the help. But I think, and I don't quote me on it, I haven't read into it, and maybe we'll get into it deeper. But I just want to throw this out there. There's a push in the psychology world about a new disorder that is, I believe it's called something about a dysmorphia, where people are just basically changing who they are because they didn't feel as important.
This is not healthy.
No.
This is not healthy because I think that this is more psychological than it is, more realistic. This is them trying to identify, and that's the word that they use a lot, more than reality. And that's the more upsetting thing, is that there's more of a push for more of that than there is, understanding who you are as an individual.
Yeah, I completely agree. And on that, if you're gay out there and you're a man that loves a man or a woman that likes women, and you feel like you need to change into the opposite sex so therefore you can feel normal, you know what? It's okay to be gay. It's okay.
Yeah.
You don't need to become a woman to like women if you're
Cheers to gays and lesbians.
Yes.
If you want to be gay, if you want to be lesbian, hey,
you want to be
live out your
bisexual
dreams.
even.
Yeah. Live out your dreams.
We personally believe that you should separate from that LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah.
We think the transgender.
There has been a push for them to separate from the alphabet.
We think they're hurting y'all.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of pedophiles in there because of the prison sentence, and girls identified as guys so they can get everybody pregnant.
And they sit here and want to say, well, it's only 1%. 1% is too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
We want that zero.
That's like saying grape, and I'm going to say grape because I've heard on other podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
That's like saying 1% of grape is okay. Okay. 0%. Zero, guys. We need to stop accepting this 1% because of the one true person that actually suffers from the transgender, mental imbalance, chemical imbalance, basically. For the one person that truly believes that, we don't need to make it a change. Because guess what? I don't want them to go to jail. I don't want that person to end up in prison.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
why are we sitting here trying to rewrite our prison
I think
systems?
this is more of acceptance and a fad than more of like, hey, this is actually mental illness. This is more pushed on the future generation of like schools trying to accept it with the
Yeah.
porno books and all those things.
Yeah, and I think we've talked about it before, you and me personally.
Yeah,
This is a self-correcting problem, guys.
Mhm.
Don't freak out. It's going to be self-correcting. It just it can't go on. It just
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
Joel, that topic was pretty heavy. Go back to you wanted to bring something earlier up. Bring up the whole thing about, because I'm actually on the opposite end of it. I understand where you're going to have to go, but I want you I want you to bring it up, and then I'm going to come in.
Have a disagreement for once. You've agreed with me.
So go ahead and you just bring this up, and I'm going to come in my point.
So I feel like there's so much, dress code in today's, culture. And I feel like that's professionalism. I feel like it is something that you can feel proud of. And Senator Fetterman from Pennsylvania, and God bless his soul, because he's got things going on, and, we can speak about that later. But he's wanting to, change the dress code in Congress and the Senate. And, I feel like the government, that is a professional environment. I feel like if he's not, if he's dressed in shorts and he's in a hoodie, and I've seen plenty of pictures that make me go, well, he's representing us. He should be proud, and he should be a man, like go out there in a 3-piece suit, go out there, and stand up for who you are rather than shorts and a hoodie. Because, I mean, no offense to Sam over here, but he's in his shorts and a hoodie.
Yep.
But we're just hanging out. We're drinking, our coffee cups, and we're just, laughing and gaffing. But if you're providing legislation for the federal government, and you're proposing all sorts of different, things that are going to change the course of history, dress appropriately.
Okay, so now you conceded to me. So
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from, and I understand the whole professional dress, but
the whole world is looking at us.
Yeah.
When he dresses in the shorts and he's proposing, hey, we need to change the dress code for everybody else. Like, how is that appropriate?
the way I look at it, and I again, I haven't looked into this, so I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know his
me
stance.
not knowing the 1-star review that he just read to
So
me.
I don't know I don't know the stance of the senator, but I'm gonna go, and I don't know what affiliation. Honestly, I could care less what affiliation he does have. But I will say this, okay? When they sit there and they let men dress up like women in fancy dresses on the Senate floor, and they let women dress like men on the Senate floor, I could care less if someone's wearing a hoodie, because I already think our entire democracy is a joke anyway. If we can go back, let me get my glass.
That's respectful. I mean, if you're gonna go there, then I can understand.
But I respect that. If we could go back to a time where we actually were a respectful government, where we looked at each other like, wow, we're America. I mean, I remember.
Yeah, that was the thing. We are America. We're putting our foot down, and this is us. Now we don't have that. We just, every other government in Venezuela and all these other countries are looking at us, with the Trump indictments, and they're looking at us like, hey, we can't follow your democracy anymore because it's a joke. The justice system is a joke because Trump indictments and all this other stuff. They're trying to imprison a front runner in the Republican Party. And I mean, we're talking about something that happened for a few hours. I mean, that's another topic, but you get my point.
No, I understand exactly what you're saying. I mean, the saddest moment, and I know for all of us in America, and I know there's actually a generation now that doesn't remember 9/11. I know there was a generation that didn't watch the towers fall. Yeah,
Cheers to those.
To the ones that have fallen. No matter what you believe, Please tell me that you
please
are there.
separate your beliefs and all
You know,
that stuff.
This is for
for
them,
the 9/11 people.
for the fallen.
Hey, this September still.
Anyway, we would have talked about it, but we didn't start the podcast. So I remember that day. It didn't matter if you were Republican, you were Democrat, you were black, white, Asian.
It didn't
We
matter.
were America.
Yeah, that was America.
I'm not a big country fan, but man, Toby Keith,
Yeah,
I'll put a
yeah,
boot in
yeah,
your
yeah.
and because we're Toby Keith, Moore, Oklahoma, we're right down the road. That I'll put a boot in your ass. You know what? That, and as you fellow Marine, I want to say thank you. I mean, as you being fellow Marine, I want to say thank you. Y'all did that. Y'all went over there and you put a boot in their ass.
Hell yeah.
And thank you, all you servicemen and women out there, for doing what y'all were supposed to do.
It took 3 weeks to invade that country.
We kicked their ass.
Yeah.
Okay. And that,
I saw the picture of the tanks just
Yeah.
rolling in.
and I have lots of friends that went over there, and I've heard their war stories. I know the hell that they went through. I know the hell that some of you guys, I know you're probably like, who does he know? I promise you, I know. I've heard. Okay. I have had friends in Fallujah. I know the hell y'all went through.
Yeah.
And for a country that's not thankful anymore, let us say thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us say thank you. We were a nation that cared at one point. I'll tell you right now, if this same thing happened again, I truly fear we would not step up like we need to. Okay. I really worry that as a nation, we can't stand up together and fight. And I think people are realizing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's been some, problems in the military, over the last couple of years, and it's all about this woke stuff, and I feel like it's kind of degrading us, and China and Russia and all these other, kind of axis, in World War II terms, are kind of laughing at us because we're focused on different agendas, whether we're making fighters and, warriors and making all these people that can defend our country. And I'm very upset about that.
No, I completely understand what you're saying.
I mean, they're going through, like when I went through the Marines, they went through the history of the Marines. They went through, things that were understandable at the time. You went through, things like United States history and so forth. Now they're talking about all these things that we were talking about earlier about pronouns and all this other stuff and trying to conform to, the culture and the society. What is that going to have to do with an M16 pointed at the enemy's face?
Look, if you want to be transgender and be in the military,
Yeah.
we don't care.
We don't care, but
We don't
try to
need
separate.
we don't need to worry about that. We don't need to focus on that.
No, that
If you're part of the military,
it should be a definition. Military is a definition.
you know what? How about this? Let's take out the pronoun altogether. You're not a man. You're not a woman. You're a fucking soldier. Okay? You are a fucking killing machine.
Wow.
And that's all you are. That's
Sam should be a general.
that's how
4 stars.
4 stars. That's how we
Let's go.
That's how we fix that shit right there, okay? You know what? You don't want to be called a they, them, he, she, me, thee, E-I-G-H-T. Fuck it. You know what? You're a
Promoting
you're a goddamn soldier. Okay?
Biden, where's
Yeah, there you go, Biden. There you go. We don't need pronouns in our military. Change their identity to fucking soldiers.
Yeah.
They're goddamn killing machines.
Soldiers, Marines, seamen. You got all sorts.
Yeah.
Now you got the Space Force. What do they call them? I don't even know because I haven't been in the know.
Hey.
I mean, I got out when I was in 2008.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
All I know is the reason why we need Space Force. Space ISIS. Space ISIS. Best meme ever. What do you need Space Force? Space ISIS.
Wow. I had no idea where you're going with that.
Yeah, that was
that was off the cuff right there.
Yeah,
You had to ace up your
that
sleeves.
that was a meme that I saw back when Trump created Space Force. Trump, we love you. I don't know why you created Space Force. For whatever reason, hey, you put your name in the history books, my brother.
Yeah,
You know?
you created a military branch.
You created
all
a
by
whole
yourself.
branch out of your ass.
Yeah.
You know what
You know
Trump.
what the whole point of Space Force is, right?
I'll tell you what the whole point of Trump was. Okay.
No, Space Force.
I know, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what Trump was. Listen, this man was sitting there one day with his friends,
Okay.
Drinking a beer like we're doing right now.
Yeah. No.
Well, we're not.
it's a
We're drinking
cup.
coffee. My apologies.
Yeah.
But they were drinking a beer, and someone looked at him and said, "Bet you can't be president." Trump.
Oh, that was Obama, wasn't it?
No, Obama.
No, you know that whole video, right?
I know what was truly with Obama, which was
No, you saw that video at the dress dinner and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
The White House correspondence.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Yes.
no,
Yes.
you've seen that or no?
Yes, I've seen what you're talking about. Yes.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, or are
Yes.
you just kidding me?
No, I know what you're talking about.
That was when he got embarrassed
Yeah.
and he said, I can be president. And that's when this whole 1989
Yeah.
Oprah interview went from, oh, would you want to be president one day? And he was like, I don't know, maybe if the country, blah, blah, blah. You know,
Yeah.
that 1989 interview. And I bet you, and I saw his face.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I know. Yes, it was at the dinner, but I'm saying, but essentially, for the slogan, what I'm going is,
Yeah.
he was sitting there and he said, "Hold my beer and watch this." Trump proved to everyone,
Yeah,
if you're-
2016.
if you're a rich white billionaire,
Oh.
you can become president.
So
I'm gonna call that right now.
I wish I was rich and a billionaire.
So, Mark
and-
Cuban, if for some reason you feel like being president, we all know you could do it.
I haven't heard of Mark Cuban in a while now.
Again,
Where has he been? I know he's the basketball coach of the Mavericks.
no, he owns the Mavericks.
Well, I get that. Well, no, he's not the coach, obviously.
You're thinking of Jerry Jones, who believes he is a coach
Oh,
and
I got
an
those
owner.
guys
And
messed up.
where we left off, Jerry Jones, and how this man, to his credit, plays fantasy football with human beings.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I've heard about that.
So
He is the general manager,
the owner,
and he's
And
like
God.
Yeah, he's like three
he,
positions.
he is God of the Dallas Cowboys. You know,
I need to
Have you
catch
ever-
up on
ha-
like the first two
yeah, I don't-
episodes of their season.
yeah, I haven't watched Cowboys in a while because they haven't done anything, and I'm tired of wasting my money on them. But to the point of let's look beyond the fact about sports, because yes, this is about everything, and we can talk.
Remember,
about
this was about President Trump.
yes, but this is about billionaires, and what I want to circle back
Mark
to about
Cuban
Mark
and-
Cuban,
yeah.
Jerry Jones, Trump. Can you imagine what it's like to wake up every day and knowing pretty much everything is at your fingertips?
Yeah. They live a different life than us common folk live.
I'm gonna tell you, you've heard of people winning the lottery and being broke within the year.
Yeah. That's a news.
That is rookie numbers, folks. I promise you right here now, I win the lottery, I'd be broke within the month. You don't think I couldn't spend that every restaurant I would go into, I would try to buy. I would try to buy people. Have I told you my scenario? I think I have. So folks at home, he's probably gonna start laughing about halfway through when he realizes.
Well, yeah, I'm at a memory loss right now, so refresh me.
Okay, so actually, Joel, I'm going to tell you mine and I'm going to ask yours. So the folks at home, if you want to comment on this at all, I want to know if you had, let's say, $500 billion, what is the one thing that you would want to buy that's not common sense? Don't tell me a house. Don't tell me a car. Don't pay all medical bills. I'm going to donate to a hospital.
More
No.
money, more problems.
Tell me the fun thing, okay? What is the fun thing that you would do? I'll tell you what mine is, okay?
Oh, okay. You're going to disclose that information.
I would spend in the upwards
of
of $500 million just for any individual, because I have a specific need, okay, folks?
No.
I want to find an authentic Irish male little person with a beard.
Oh,
Okay.
This is like Lord
This
of the Rings.
is not offensive in any way.
Lord of the Rings.
I will pay this individual ungodly. I won't disclose a number because if I ever win the lottery, I don't want to be held to this number. But an ungodly, life-changing numbers, as Trump said, it'd be huge. Okay, I'm telling you, ungodly amounts. But I have one request.
Okay.
He needs to dress like an authentic leprechaun. Okay, I would have the uniform designed myself in the finest fabrics the world can imagine.
Oh my goodness.
He's
I can
go-
only imagine.
He is going to run around in places like Times Square, Paris, LA, anywhere. He's going to run around. I'm going to hire actors, folks, kid actors.
There's like
So people know that I'm not just going to go hunt down little kitties. Kid actors, and I want them to chase him. I want them to enact the childlike memory of the little leprechaun that used to be like, they're trying to get the Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
And I would die happy. Okay, folks. I would die happy to see that. I think that's the funniest shit on this planet. Can you imagine? You're just out with it. You're just out. You know what? You're just by yourself. You're just out on a stroll. You've never been to New York before. This is your first time in New York. You come out, you hear Beyonce's, I don't know what the song is, but like something about like the streets are made of gold. I don't remember.
Oh, we're talking about Put a Ring on It.
Yeah, that Beyonce. Yeah, but I'm talking about the one where she's like the Concrete Jungle song. You remember from like the early millennium? I don't know. For you folks out there, I know you know what I'm talking about. That
I live in a cave.
Pop
culture and all that
actually,
is
Joel,
beyond me.
Let's go ahead and get this in post edit. Let's get the song to play over what I'm saying. Just picture that
Is
song.
this gonna be a copyright edit?
Yeah, maybe we'll pull in about 5 seconds in of it.
Yeah.
We'll do about 5 seconds of it because we don't want to have to get charged. But what I'm saying is, just picture that playing, okay? And you're looking at the towers, and you're like, whoa, this is New York.
Yeah.
And you're just like, wow. You're in Times Square, and then out of nowhere, this little person, full-blown Irish, red beard, green hat, is running with a box of Lucky Charms, screaming. These little kids are trying to get. What is your first thought? Do you just turn back around?
I'm thinking of the cereal.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Are you just turning around, walking away, or are you like, holy fuck, this is why I'm here?
I want to find out more.
What do you want to find out? What are you curious about?
I want to know.
You want to know what's going on. You don't get to know. He's gone. He took off running. That's it. That's all. You don't get to.
My camera can't find the pixels
like
anymore.
he's just running.
Yeah.
He's not stopping. Like he is just running, and that's it. He's out of your life forever. That's it.
Yeah.
You didn't have any time to take a photo. You have no proof. You're going to tell this story for the rest of your life, and people are not going to believe you.
Yeah.
But you are going to know.
Yeah.
So Joel, I give you $500 billion. You know what? Trillion. I give you 500. You are richer than some of the Saudis.
Oh.
What are you going to do? What is the one thing that you're going to buy that is just so outrageous, but you have to have? Go.
A girl. That's easy. A girl.
Well, we could go into depth about that conversation, Joel. And you look directly in the camera, and I want you to ask if I want to go there.
Finding a decent girl in these times of age, because everybody's all over the place. And we started with this. We need people on even kill instead of all over the place, like left or right. We just need people to be rational human beings.
Joel, if you want a girl, I'm pretty sure I passed a massage parlor like a while back. It's probably like $50,
So that's all it costs for something.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you don't need $500 trillion.
Good.
Can y'all
Hey, I'm a simple guy.
Joel,
I'm a simple guy.
I'm gonna mute your mic because I'm closer to the like. Can y'all destroy him in the comments? Like, seriously, 500 trillion. I upped the ante. He could have said he bought half the country. He could have bought a small country, folks, and turned them into chess pieces for his amusement. And he chose a woman. You know what? Goal number 2, I am buying a small country and I'm making human chess. I told you I'd be a warlord.
Yeah, you did not disappoint.
Have I ever told you that if I become warlord of the world, that I am going to make cockroaches the official currency? And if you ask why, I can't give you an answer.
I remember that conversation.
I don't know. I picture a guy with a monocule, like looking at a cockroach and like, because you know what, as humans, right?
Yeah.
We are idiotic in a way. We took a metal in the ground that was yellow and silver, and we were like, hey, that has monetary value. It's worth X amount of chickens or whatever thing they used back then. Like, what?
About silver or gold?
Yeah, both. I'm saying silver. The silver is silver, gold is gold.
Yeah.
But I'm saying we took these metals and we assigned them a value.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand, you know, scarcity and all that.
It's
but,
currency.
Yeah, but why? Why not owls?
I think
why
aliens-
aren't owls?
I think even aliens have currency. They
But-
just trade different
But
things.
well, I'm not saying that currency shouldn't exist, but I'm saying why do we choose gold? Why not tadpoles?
Because tadpoles are a little bit more, you know, like you can find them more.
Yeah, but you could say 50 million tadpoles get you a chicken.
Yeah.
You know, that's called inflation.
You got me there.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm just like,
You know where my mind is.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Who was the first person that walked behind a chicken, watched an egg pop out of its ass, and said, "You know what? I'm gonna try that."
yeah, let me eat that for breakfast.
Yeah. Oh, not even eat breakfast. Is who decided to eat it? Who was the first person that realized
That's Rocky style because
Yeah.
he was drinking that
Exactly.
like, you know, like from a cup.
I'll keep going. Who was the first person that realized that the ass of the pig was the best tasting thing? That's where bacon comes from. Who looked at this dirty ass animal and was like, if
he's rolling around in the
if
mud.
I eat its ass, it's gonna be the best tasting thing I've ever tasted. Like who, folks? Do you realize that someone tried other animals' asses to get there? So that means, and same with the egg, right? So we as a human species watched other shit, probably literal shit, fall all of an animal's ass.
This is millions of years.
It doesn't
in
matter.
evolution.
It doesn't matter. We did it. Okay?
Evolution.
We
Charles
ate,
Darwin.
We ate shit. Okay? And we want to sit here and act like we're any better. You know, it's like the climate change thing. Me and Joel were talking about this in the truck earlier.
Oh yeah.
Let's dive into climate change. Okay,
We're
folks.
shifting gears. From
Yeah.
We never got back to the Trump presidency.
Trump was president. He was drunk. He got drunk. He decided to become president. He won. And then
But we had a major tangent on that. Do you want to shift gears into the climate change, or do you want to go? To
if you want to bring us back to the Trump thing, you can, but you're going to have to do it for me because my mind's so climate change right now. You're going to have to get me there.
well, Trump won.
Okay, YouTube. We at this podcast actually acknowledge
In 2016,
Yes,
not
yes,
2020.
yes.
Oh
We-
my gosh.
we
the
recognize-
world's going to end in 2020.
We-
oh my gosh.
we
He won the
recognize-
election. Woo!
we recognize that the democratic process obviously was followed correctly. There was no way that all of us watched on CNN and Fox News a bunch of people drop stuff off.
Yeah,
that didn't happen. That's the construct trying to get into your brain, folks.
We looked with baby dial eyes in the TV, and we believed everything you were telling.
Yeah, Joel's a little butthurt about 2020, but let's not.
I'm still crying about that every night. Every night.
We're gonna go into climate change because you know what? What's that chick's name? The one with the weird braids and yelled at everyone and made us people clap for her. What was her name again?
Greta Thunberg.
Yeah, Greta. Let me tell you something, Greta. You're right. The climate is changing. You know, it's a crazy concept.
Hey, you're 18 now, right?
Yeah. Oh, gross. Nasty. No, listen. The world has changed. You know what I mean? Like, let's look back. We have historic records of a Jurassic period where there was rainforest and water and all that kind of and warm, and it was extremely warm. And then, oh my God, you know what happened next, Joel? Joel, what happened next? Did the world get cold? It's a crazy concept, you know, to think that.
I didn't read my history book.
Oh, well, see, I'm gonna help you out. It's a crazy concept to
You
believe
read your history book.
that the world actually got cold. You know, it's crazy. This thing called an ice age.
You're telling me for the first time because I never read my history book.
Yeah, and because obviously climate change is it's a new thing. It's because of pollutants. It's definitely not because the world just goes through cycles.
Did they have cars back then?
I believe they did.
I think they rode mammoths.
No, I believe the T-Rex had something called I think they had the original Corvette. It was a 2100 million BC original Corvette.
Ooh, what would that sell for? That
But what
would
did
be amazing?
But what did they use if dinosaurs became gas? What did they use to power it?
Oil.
You know, they say cows cause a lot of methane, right? Right. That's a big topic right nowadays, right?
Yeah, the cows.
So if a dinosaur was 50 times the size of a cow.
Oh, I see where
You
you're going.
get where I'm
with
going right
this.
now, right?
Yes, the cogwheels are spinning
Yeah,
again.
so that means the methane levels must have
Oh
been.
my gosh, I never even thought
So
of this.
maybe that's why the world got cold. So listen, folks,
Sam is archaeological.
I'm gonna break it down for you. A lot of us are probably gonna die in the next million years or so, and that's okay.
Whoa, the expiration date went from like 80 years of a
Oh, yeah,
human
yeah.
being to a million? That's,
Yeah.
That's amazing.
In a million years, a lot of us gonna die. It's a crazy concept to think that in a million years.
This is back
that
to
lost-
Neuralink, Elon Musk.
I'm telling you, folks, I already have the Neuralink. What you don't know is I actually snuck into the lab in Austin. I'm assuming that's where the lab is.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
I snuck into the lab
Joe
in Austin.
Rogan and Elon Musk and all
Oh.
them crazy guys in
Joe, we love you.
there. Yeah.
You know,
Alex
we
Jones. What do you think about him?
Alex loves to yell.
He loves to yell, so he likes attention.
Yeah,
Or what do you?
Listen, the thing about Alex is
We've never talked about Alex Jones.
Alex has a lot of issues. He definitely has been right and he's been wrong.
The frogs are gay, or what are you talking about?
Well, I'm talking about
I think he has a good heart. I think he knows where he wants to go with it, but everybody thinks. I think what happened is his reputation went there.
what got him was the Sandy Hook shooting. Let's go in here. I have no doubt that shooting actually happened. Okay, but I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this because I truly believe it. I have no doubt that the U.S. government I'm not saying Sandy Hook, okay? Before this gets shut down right here now, I am not saying Sandy Hook. I'm saying there is something called MK Ultra. You can look it up.
Yeah, that was
Where-
a 60s program. Or
Where the
70s
U.S.
program.
government, yes, exactly,
Yeah.
experimented on Americans.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is if they would openly experiment on us in the 60s or give African Americans, because back then that's what they were called, African Americans gonorrhea just to see
Like
the
a
effects.
Old Nobody
but
ever says that
no,
anymore.
because you know what? 'Cause black is okay. Black is okay to say.
Yeah, that's like the new
You-
norm.
You know what African American is? An African American is a coworker I used to have named Jolly,
Yali.
who was from the Congo
Okay.
and he immigrated here.
Yeah.
He would tell you he is an African American because he was born in the Congo
In Africa.
and came to America.
But what about the African Americans that were born in
See,
America?
to me, you're an American, right?
Yeah.
You are a black American.
Yeah,
Like, I am-
that should be the new norm.
Yes, you're a
should
black
start that.
American. You're a white American.
Hey,
you're a
that
mixed.
should be the merch.
Yeah,
The merch.
the merch. Yeah.
We should have a shirt that has Black American instead of
Yeah, I don't.
African American.
I personally think the term African American is a degrading, separating term.
Yeah.
I feel like
You should be American.
you shouldn't want to be called that. Now, if you are from Africa, if you are genuinely born in Africa, if you are first generation, represent, support. Just like if you are an Asian American, if you are first generation Asian, but if you are been 10 generations in, you're American.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Mexican Americans. We are equal opportunists here.
Like we said at the beginning, American. The
Yeah.
melting pot of the world.
Yeah, we are the country so narcissistic that we refuse to get on the metric system. Like how like we are the country that has no culture. We stole everyone else's.
If you look this up, there is no standard language of the America.
Exactly.
There is no standard language.
I think we should create a whole new language. I don't know why we sit there and accept the British rule of a little baby and an old lady before she died.
English.
We should never accepted their language. To all our possible listeners across the pond, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. And I understand your old lady died. So, I guess I can't say long live the queen.
Hey, cheers to the old lady that has
Where's
passed
mine?
away.
I lost my mug, folks, somewhere during the
Okay.
last break.
Hey, we're cheers to
Cheers to the old lady.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, at one point, your entire country was ruled by an old lady and a
Yeah.
little baby.
Yeah.
And that would have been really impressive. Hell, 2012 even when the Barack was president, or when Trump. Now you can make fun of us. We have a diminished old man, so we
Yeah.
don't have the.
Hey, you win some, we win some, you lose some.
all
you lose
all
some.
I'm saying is like,
Yeah.
you know, I thought Barack was a bad president. I'd take him back in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I would take Hillary at this point.
Oh, you went there. That's for
sorry.
future. This is
Didn't mean to dive
there.
into.
This is why it's called relaxing under the sun, because there's so
much, folks.
We're just this is the
You know what?
tip of the iceberg.
Joel, I think a great segue is going to be to make everyone out there that still somehow is listening laugh a little bit. I mean, we're an hour 40 in. You're still here. You know what?
Yeah.
Let me give you a shout out right now
Yeah.
for the one listener out there.
Yeah.
Hour 40 in. You're listening to me and Joel just ramble on about God knows what. Comment, please. Comment. Tell us what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Look, this brain,
Yeah.
it is an endless. I got Neuralink. Okay. Endless knowledge here, guys. Joel, go ahead and switch the video. Can you give us the title, rundown of the title real quick?
No, I want to say before we start this video, I want to say this is more about the community. We want to make this about the community, to where you guys comment, we can kind of react to the comment, and we can, go off of what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. And we're not sitting here. I know I've
We're
listened
not gods on a throne.
Well, no, and I have listened to podcasts in the past. We're like,
Some people just don't want to get on
Yeah.
a podcast, don't want to afford the podcast,
Yeah.
or too busy to do the podcast, and they'd rather listen to a podcast.
and some podcasts ask like, give us $5 Patreon donation.
yeah.
We don't want any of your money. If you want to
Yeah,
leave us,
yeah.
if you want to leave us a review, please. All we ask, 3 out of 5 stars. Would recommend.
Hat tip.
Hat tip to Dan Cummins. No, but all seriousness, obviously 5 stars is the best. If you think we deserve a 1 star, I mean, hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay.
You want to put a 1-star review? Go ahead. I'm gonna read it on air. I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna feel your pain with you. I'm gonna feel every inch of how I
Yes,
hurt you.
We're gonna feel the emotion, the raw emotion.
So you go
and
ahead.
we're gonna feel every word
And
until the very sentence, that dot that you
And-
put on there, that dot.
And folks, if you want to write a 5-star review, you can. And if you just want me to read something, write a 5-star review and then put a little asterisk and say, hey, read this for my 1 star. I'll gladly read it.
yeah.
We don't require any money here, guys.
We're just trying to have fun.
We got nothing to
Yeah.
do. We're just messing around.
yeah.
We're in Oklahoma all the time.
Yeah.
We're gonna film.
Hey,
know,
Oklahoma's the greatest, right?
Yeah, maybe this wall will change. Maybe it'll be a different hotel.
Yeah.
Maybe this hotel won't be available. We're not going to give them a shout out until they give us a donation.
Mhm.
Can I do a quick don't go there hotel?
Hey, we're gonna go to this video
Okay.
after you do that.
Okay.
How about that?
Do not stay at the Hampton Inn on I-40 West yeah, I'm going to go there at Tinker because they tried to screw me out of money. So, well,
that is. So
I think
sad.
our company got money back.
I'm gonna put the violin music.
Yeah,
on this
please, can you
portion.
give me a little set?
Yeah.
Can I tell you how they hurt me?
This is all gonna be posted. Right?
Can I give you a 1-star review?
Okay.
I booked a hotel.
This is your 1-star review, right?
Yeah, I booked a reservation at this hotel, and I forgot about it, and they ended up charging me $59, and my company they sent me a bad email. They didn't want to take it back. No, but seriously, folks, like that's just such a joke. Like, if you're gonna if a company is gonna give you thousands of dollars weekly,
Yeah.
don't charge them because they accidentally booked a room on the wrong night. Anyway, let's go to the tape. But specific
we're-
shout out to a crappy hotel.
Yeah. Wow. You just gave them
I'm-
a public 1-star.
Public 1-star review.
This isn't like Yelp or
No,
something that people just overlook.
I hope this goes national. Like, I want to be on all the podcasts.
This is like a nuclear bomb in their world.
Yeah, like sitting here and charge me $59 because I forgot to cancel a goddamn reservation.
$59.
Like shit. Okay, go to the tape.
right.
Go to the tape.
All right. This is
this is some fun stuff. So Jason Momoa takes the stand in Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial.
If you haven't heard of Jason Momoa, Johnny Depp, or Amber Heard, then you must be living in a rock, and we're sorry.
That's me.
All right, your next witness.
I didn't know we were starting yet. Wait, almost got it. Perfect spot.
Okay, could you please state your full name?
Yeah, I am Jason Momoa.
Mr. Momoa, do you know Amber Heard?
I do. Hi, Amber.
Don't talk to her. So how do you know Amber?
We work together on Aquaman.
So you work together as actors, right?
No, as janitors.
Mr. Momoa, you have to take this serious. He's not a janitor, he's actually Aquaman. Did you say you felt safe around Amber on the set?
Sure, I guess.
So there was not even one incident.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Why? What happened?
Well, Amber and I were in the pool recording a scene. It was just the two of us. And she pointed at the water and said, "Look at that beautiful brown fish."
So what seems to be the issue? I'm not following.
Any wildlife in the water would be computerized, so that was brown fish.
I don't understand. Now, what was it?
Well, it was, shall I say, Amber's turn.
Mr. Momoa, how do you even know what that was? Did you even take a picture of Amber's turd?
No, I didn't.
So do you have any evidence?
Well, I made a replica. Yeah, here it is. No, does that look like a fish? No. Man, how did that even come out of her body? Oh, man.
Oh my God, this man.
Yeah,
He is
he's
the
an equal opportunity
he is
photo
the
bomber.
he is the ultimate troll.
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
he takes care of business.
for the folks that are listening to this, not on YouTube, and you obviously can see this. Basically, Jason Momoa has edited himself to be on the stand, and
This is a dub.
yeah, it's a dubbed video. He is basically talking about the fact that Amber Heard took a giant shit on
She's offended.
on Johnny Depp's pillow, and she's offended about it. And we saw this video, and we just had to comment on it. Again, I think this goes to what we talked about earlier, is the just being offended as a nation in general.
Yeah.
You know, like, look, you did what you did.
Mhm.
Just own it. It's okay.
It's okay to laugh at yourself in a popular, like everybody was tuned into this.
Yeah, like, I mean,
Everybody.
she didn't have to fight this.
Yeah.
She could have.
She did this.
She brought it upon herself, and then gets offended when people. I mean, how many months ago was this trial? He waited.
This is a while
Yeah,
ago.
he-
I don't even remember this.
It had to have been months ago, if not almost a year ago.
Maybe a year ago. I don't remember this.
The fact that he waited that long, to me, like, already shows that he was trying not to be offensive.
Yeah, he was paying his mourning and respects and doing
Yeah.
all his things that he had to do. And then he was just like, okay, everybody's over it. Let's
Poke some fun at it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
let's poke the bear, you know, like you were saying earlier about the poking situation.
Hey, everyone, if you got the poke, I'm sorry. You know that. Can we bring back Tom? Tom from MySpace. All he wanted to be was your friends.
Oh, I remember that guy. I remember that guy.
All Tom wanted to do was be your friends.
Yeah. I was his friend the whole entire relationship
Yeah.
with MySpace. I was his friend.
You know,
I didn't ever want
that's something we need to divulge into is the past. The past. Joel, what I'm trying to say is from the original start of all social medias, you know, I'm saying the past because we forget sometimes that MySpace was the original social media.
Yeah, it started it all.
You know, Tom literally brought us into a new generation of interacting with our friends. And I know some of you out there probably have only heard of it. MySpace was the original. It was the amazing. You could customize it. You could have your, what was it, 6 friends?
I think that was the problem. Was it was too
too much coding because I remember all those, like, it was a long paragraph of code that you
Yeah.
had to copy and paste, and it was a little bit complicated even for me. I'm a computer nerd, so
Yeah. And I just remember like you could do whatever. And then you got Facebook over here and Mark Zuckerberg comes out and suddenly
Yeah.
it's like, you can only join us if you have a college, a college ID. And then suddenly
you saw
everyone,
The Social Network, that movie.
yeah, I actually never watched it, but I did want to get around to it at some point.
Yeah, it was all right.
But you get Zuckerberg come in, we all jump on I jumped on the Facebook
Oh
bandwagon.
yeah,
You know.
it was interesting.
And we all left Tom just to die on his own. Tom.
But there was no coding.
Yeah, but here's the question: why I even brought all this up, and I'll go in more detail about Mark Zuckerberg and what I think of his whole.
Great.
Yeah, you know how I feel,
There we
guys.
go.
Just so you know, this is probably the only social media platform you're gonna find me on because I don't interact with social media anymore. I have,
Are you just on there to bug him?
I don't. I
Is Bill on there?
Yes, Bill. What happened to my Facebook? Bill, when I deleted my Facebook, what did you do to it? Is it still active? Because I swear I filled out a.
He might have hacked it.
Do you know it's 6 months? If y'all didn't know, it takes like 6 months to delete your Facebook.
Oh yeah, they never want to let you go. If you get on Instagram and you want to get into Threads, and you want to get rid of Threads, you can't get rid of Instagram. It's a 2-for-1 deal.
Way to go, Mark Zuckerberg.
They want you sucked into that ecosystem, just like Apple.
Mark Zuckerberg's like, I need more hair. More hair.
Is he getting bald? Like,
He's been-
maybe we could be brothers.
No, you are definitely way better than Mark Zuckerberg. But Tom, are you out there? Tom, listen, you have to be.
We need you on this podcast so we can, get the 411.
Yeah, because
what you're doing.
I had to been like 14, 15 when you created MySpace. You look like.
I was older. Yeah,
well, you're older than me, though.
Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah. So,
okay.
but here's the question though. That puts Tom what, 50s?
Really? Yeah, I guess he was a little bit older. Yeah, he was probably in his 30s at that time.
Yeah, Tom, we need you. Okay, come back to us, Tom. Don't let Zuckerberg beat you up or whatever he did. Come back to
Should
Tom.
I put the small violin going on?
We definitely need the small violin for poor Tom. Zuckerberg's making $1 billion with Meta and all that.
You know he's set though.
Yeah,
MySpace probably made some money before they lost money.
Can we raise a glass?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
to you, sir.
Yeah, Tom.
Tom, you created Facebook.
Well, they cha-chinged, off of each other for a couple of years.
Yeah,
but yeah, I get your point.
He started, and honestly, Tom, though, you also kind of ruined our entire country. Thank you for the creation of social media because that is the downfall.
It was bound to happen regardless.
Yeah, but
so.
it is the downfall of Western society.
I think if A would have happened, B would have happened regardless. This is parallel universes and string theory and chaos theory and all that stuff.
Yeah,
If one thing wouldn't have happened, because I think about it all the time. If I wouldn't have stayed in Dallas one weekend, I was planning to go to Austin one weekend, but I stayed in Dallas and I got in a car accident. I was like, if only I would have went to Austin that weekend, I wouldn't have gotten in a wreck. I mean, would have happened regardless. Because karma, or all the chaos theory thing.
Chaos theory. I love chaos theory.
It's a very important topic.
We could go down that rabbit hole, and maybe we'll save that for another podcast. This is the first one, and
But it goes back to the point. If Tom wouldn't have never been born, or if he wouldn't have never invented it, would Mark Zuckerberg still have made Facebook? And we're so codependent on social media likes and gratification and all that stuff.
well, we all know. and-
I think humanity would have built this regardless.
well, if you want to go down the rabbit hole, let's go down the rabbit hole for a minute. I think social media was created by the secret organization known as the Cabal. I know. Yes, I am. When I say the Cabal, everyone, please don't think I think there's actually people in robes sacrificing babies and drinking their blood. That's not what I'm talking about. When I refer,
That's another episode.
that is another episode. But when I refer to the Cabal, I'm referring to just a group or a secret organization that runs the government from the shadows. I'm not saying they're Satanists. I'm not saying that they sacrifice babies. But if you're going to sit here and try to tell me after the 2020 election, after the vid, after all the things that we've seen happen, that there isn't some secret organization running the government from the behind the scenes, Bill, Bill, we know you're listening out there. Okay, we're actually I think we're going to get a photo of you, Bill. Bill, can you submit a photo to this podcast? We would love to put you right here, how you watch over us all the time, you know.
If not, then we'll make an image of you.
Yeah, if you refuse to send it, Bill, we're just going to make one.
We'll go through magazines and do like the Truman Show kind of situation where we'll take little clippings of each of, one guy's hair and then another guy's face,
will
another
create,
guy's
Bill.
nose, another guy's ears, and we'll make a Frankenstein version of yourself.
Yeah, so Bill, if you don't want us to guess what you look like, I recommend that you submit the photo. You know, my mind just right. What if Bill is actually Tom?
Mind blown.
Mind blown, people.
Mind blown.
Mind blown.
That would be interesting.
Joel, whatever happened to the Mark Zuckerberg Elon Musk fight?
That is still to be determined because the last I heard about that, and Elon Musk, I think, was in Rome at the time, or maybe, yeah, I think he was in Rome, and I think he sent out a tweet that said he wanted to fight in Las Vegas. Or no. Maybe it was backwards. Maybe he was in Vegas and he wanted to fight in Rome, but that was the last time I heard about it. But they were training for like a month or so, and I saw little feeds from Lex Friedman, and it's kind of died down. I think they're just I think honestly what it was they wanted to do it really, but then, I think they quietly just kind of hoped that nobody would pay attention.
The world of let's pretend things didn't happen.
I think it's all bark and no fight.
That it just proves further to
No
my
bite, not fight.
Yeah, it just proves further to my theory that billionaires can quite literally do whatever they want. They can become presidents.
Yeah.
They can create stupid fights that aren't actually going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got over here Jeffrey Bezos. Let me go at you, Mr. Bezos, for just a minute.
All right.
Okay. Let me go at it for you. I saw a clip. It was a couple months ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. Time's irrelevant to me, honestly.
Yeah.
But he's being interviewed, and they're talking about how this company, it's on a late night TV show. I think it was Jay Leno, probably one of the old talk show hosts. And they're making fun of him about how his company is reporting millions lost every month.
Amazon?
But Amazon. This is early 90s, right? So this is before Amazon.
I was like, when is Jay Leno on?
I'm talking. This is
okay,
old.
you're
clip.
talking about like
This is a very
90s.
old. Yeah, this is a very old clip, and they're just Bezos has hair. Okay,
Yeah.
let's throw back how old this is.
Yeah.
This man's got like the receding hairline, but he's got hair, and they're literally talking to him, and he's asking him. He's like, "Why are people investing in your company if you're just losing money month to month?"
Yeah.
He laughs and he goes, "I don't know." Well, I guess the joke's on all of us because now he's the richest man on the planet.
He's up on there on the list. Elon and Jeff Bezos kind of go back and forth.
This
Depends on their
this
stocks.
man has learned how to create a company on the back of his employees.
Elon and Jeff Bezos don't like each other.
Well, I would completely understand that because if you're a billionaire who refuses to give to charity because you said they haven't earned it, but yet all your billions are quite literally earned on the back of your slave employees that you work like dogs 24/7.
You've heard of that. You've heard of the news.
Yes, I am. I'm not going to give up my source.
No, you don't have to. It's public.
Yeah, but I'm just saying because I don't want people to get fired or anything. But he basically, and I know this from a fact that he just basically treats people like slaves.
Yeah.
And I worked at Walmart at a time. Don't get me wrong. Sam Walton and the Waltons don't do. They don't treat you much better. They definitely treat you like slaves. But this man, kudos.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
Yeah.
He has learned how to basically destroy the Postal Service, destroy UPS, destroy FedEx, destroy DHL, destroy Walmart, Target, every mom and pop ever can imaginable. You can buy sex toys. You can buy. Should we talk about the green bleach again? Simple Green. There's a lawsuit. If y'all listen this whole time, you know about Simple Green. You can buy the toxic Simple Green. You can buy my lung. You can buy anything. Kudos, Bezos.
He outdid Sam Walton, right?
Bezos, to the man that has everything, needs nothing, and is the biggest asshole on the planet Earth. To you, my friend. To you.
Last I heard from Jeff Bezos is he's on a yacht trying to get some girl, fiance, marriage, and all that stuff.
He didn't learn his lesson the first time when he got taken to the bank for every last penny he had.
Yeah. I mean, I guess a guy needs a girl, and
Well, I did offer you what 50 trillion earlier, and you literally said you would get a
you're gonna
girl.
bring that back.
Yeah, you and Bezos must be best friends. You look like you know what you are. You are the Joel shall now be known as the Walmart version of Bezos. You're the Walmart Bezos. You're the great value Bezos.
I thought I was Cube.
You are. That's for another podcast. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this. We definitely have. We just keep talking and talking.
Yeah.
And if you're still with us, if for some reason you have not turned this podcast off, if you're still with us just because you hate us, I'm glad. Hey, stay here. Comment, write a review, hit a like. Don't hit that dislike button, because if you dislike it, I'm just going to make like 50 more podcasts. So if you want us to stop, like us, hey, the worst thing you can do is give us a 5 out of 5 star rating. We want 3 out of 5.
Yeah. 1 star will
1 star will get you a review. But again, if you do like the podcast and you do want to leave a 1 star comment, by all means, just put it to 5 stars. It'll help us in the end.
Yeah.
We're going to have a lot coming at you. We're going to bring some props. I know me and Joel talked about, building this podcast into a different arena. We're filming right now in a beautiful hotel room. Love the aesthetic. But we're eventually going to, have our own little place. This is kind of just day one. We're talking about making some mugs. We have a lot planned for y'all guys, and we just hope we hope you either like us or hate us. Don't in between. If you don't hate us, if you don't like us, don't listen to us. Okay, we only want the extremes. Yeah, because this is what this podcast is going to be on. YouTube. What other ones we got? We got YouTube, Spotify, Rumble.
You got all the major platforms. Just it's all over the place.
Anything. You know what? We don't have a Patreon, but if y'all want to
everything under the sun.
Yeah, everything under the sun. If you want a Patreon, we'll create a Patreon. But we're not sitting here to asking for money. So.
We could bug the podcast that stole everything under the sun by saying everything under the sun all throughout the podcast, just to just poke.
Yeah, whoever stole that, hey, pokes.
We're gonna name it "Relaxing Under the Sun."
It's relaxing under the sun. But
we're gonna keep saying everything under the sun just to mess with the guy. That
whoever stole that line, we would invite you on. We won't fly you out. We won't pay for your flight. We won't pay for your trip. Hell, we won't even pay for your hotel.
We'll put you on a screen.
But you're more than welcome to zoom in or reach out to one of us.
Yeah.
Call us up.
Yeah. Comment
leave
and 3 to 5 stars.
3 out of 5 stars, We're going to be the first podcast to make it big on only 3 out of 5 star ratings.
So you want to hat tip the 3 out of 5 star guy?
Oh.
Yeah.
One last time.
Yeah.
Dan Cummins.
Yeah.
Everyone, if you hate my podcast, you'll love his.
Yeah.
Dan Cummins.
Credit where credit is due.
Yeah. Time Suck Podcast. Scared to Death. STD. Yeah. I'm a bad magician. If you're a bad magician, you know what we're talking about.
STD. What is going
Scared
on?
to Death.
What do you listen to?
He's amazing. Amazing comic. He has we couldn't give him enough credit. So guys, Joel looked like he finished his coffee.
Yeah.
But to you, no, this is to the listeners.
Yeah.
This is to our listeners. How dare you? Joel,
Walk of shame.
Walk of shame for Joel, but to the listeners, for all you out there, we appreciate you listening. Thank you for making it as long as you did. Yeah, that's,
I was doing the wom 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 one, but there you go.
We'll figure that out. All right, guys, we're out. Y'all have a good night.
Around.
You have a good night, guys.
All right.